Republican presidential nomination. Under the agreement, Kasich will campaign lightly in Indiana. Cruz will avoid campaigning in Oregon and New Mexico. Their non-aggression pact comes before Tuesday's elections in 5 more states: Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. More from CBS News correspondent Brooks Silva Braga.
All the candidates will hold rallies in Pennsylvania today. That's the big delegate prize tomorrow. All the candidates, that is, except Ted Cruz, who will be in Indiana, a state where he's neck and neck with Trump and where Kasich now isn't actively running.
You're listening to NCN News.
12,000 athletes, 700 teams, 26 sports, 30 venues. Will you take home the gold? Registration is open for the 30th annual Powerade State Games coming in June to the Triangle. Join athletes from North and South Carolina competing in the largest sports festival of the year. Play for the gold, volunteer for the good, and register for the games. Visit PoweradeStateGames.org today. Let the Powerade State Games begin. PoweradeStateGames.org.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique, but you are not alone. MAD is here to help. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org. That's MADD.org. Mothers Against Drunk Driving supports victims of drunk driving, drug driving, and underage drinking at no charge. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org. That's MADD.org.
Murder investigators in southern Ohio wrapped up the collection of evidence at 4 homes in the town of Piketon. The AP's Ed Donahue reports.
8 members of the Rodent family were shot and killed.
This was a pre-planned execution.
Ohio Attorney General Mike DeWine says the focus is on who did it.
Don't know. It's a bad guy or bad guys. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4.
DeWine revealed the discovery at the crime scene.
We did find marijuana in 3 locations.
Sheriff Charles Reeder says they want to know who targeted the family and why.
I want everybody to be patient, but understand that we are working around the clock.
There is a $25,000 reward for information leading to a capture and conviction.
Officials from across the state are encouraging all individuals and organizations to play a role in making our community a better place for children and families as part of the Child Abuse Prevention Month in April. Sharon Hurst is president and CEO of Prevent Child Abuse NC and runs through the latest figures.
We had 25 deaths at the hands of caregivers in 2013, which is 25 too many.
With mosquito season fast approaching, Senator Charles Schumer is urging his fellow lawmakers to pass a bill to partially fund the president's $1.9 billion request to combat the Zika virus. Correspondent Julie Walker reports.
The money would go towards mosquito control and developments of vaccines and treatments. The Zika virus is most often spread by mosquito bites. Senator Schumer says Congress needs to act now.
If we don't do anything, it will make for a very difficult summer. Already, 800 Americans have been infected with the virus, 89 pregnant women.
Schumer says those numbers come from the CDC, which also says Zika can cause microcephaly, a birth defect where babies are born with...
We are country at its best with a blend of yesterday's memories. WCAB, Rutherfordton.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. President Obama says the fight against ISIS is working, and so
I've approved the deployment of up to 250 additional U.S. personnel in Syria, including special forces, to keep up this momentum.
The president, speaking at a trade fair in Germany, says that will make 300 special ops troops deployed in all. They won't be leading the fight on the ground against ISIS, and it won't be a combat mission, but he says they will be essential to the overall mission. 5 states hold primaries tomorrow, all in the Northeast, and all expected to be won by Donald Trump. When it comes to other contests, though, the remaining GOP candidates are teaming up.
I got to get rid of these 2 guys. I'm sorry, folks.
GOP frontrunner Donald Trump campaigning in Maryland, one of the 5 states he's expected to sweep Tuesday in the Northeast. So John Kasich and Ted Cruz are moving on to the May contest and strategizing together. Kasich is turning his attention to Oregon and New Mexico. Cruz is focused on Indiana.
In this primary, Donald Trump and I are neck and neck here in the state of Indiana.
Trump fired off on Twitter and in a statement calling the men sad, weak, and desperate. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, Washington.
Hillary Clinton also polling in the lead for tomorrow's primaries in Pennsylvania, Maryland, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Delaware. A grand jury in Dallas reportedly making a decision on charges against quarterback Johnny Manziel.
Even after substance abuse rehab and threats of a waiver from his bosses at the Cleveland Browns, Johnny Manziel simply has not been able to stay out of trouble. When then-girlfriend Colleen Crowley accused him of hitting her so hard that he burst her eardrum, it became a criminal matter. Now ABC affiliate WFAA-TV reports that Manziel has been indicted and will face a misdemeanor charge of family violence. Jim Ryan, ABC News, Dallas.
Cause of death still not determined, but Prince's body has been cremated. There was a private ceremony at his suburban Minneapolis estate on Saturday. There will be a public tribute featuring his music that's in the works. You're listening to ABC News.
Attention business owners in need of cash. Business owners are finally able to get the cash they need to fund their business. Yes, you heard that right. If you've been in business for at least a year and deposit over $15,000 monthly in your business account, you could qualify for up to $100,000 or more in as little as 24 hours. Just call 1-800-400-3397. Equity's amazing new Get Cash for Your Business program is so effective, it virtually eliminates the need to look for any more capital. Business owners nationwide are receiving the money they need now to help grow their business, hire new employees, purchase equipment, or any other business reason with no restrictions. But hurry, this program won't last forever. Again, if you've been in business for over 1 year and deposit $15,000 or more into your business bank account, you could get up to $100,000 or more in as little as 24 hours. Call 1-800-400-3397 to find out how. That's 1-800-400-3397. 1-800-400-3397.
The Brussels subway station where 16 people were killed by a suicide bomber last month is now reopened. Students still stunned by the shooting that took place at their high school prom in northern Wisconsin over the weekend.
I was just shocked and surprised that something like this could happen to a small town, and I was completely in disbelief when I heard that there was a shooting here.
2 students from Antigo High School were shot and wounded as they left the prom. The 18-year-old gunman, who had a high-powered rifle, was killed by police. After some speculation that Beyoncé's new album would be widely available only on Tidal and not on iTunes or anywhere else, now it's out on iTunes.
Beyoncé's new album Lemonade dropped Saturday on Tidal, the subscription music service she co-owns with husband Jay-Z and some other artists, and at first some thought it would only be on Tidal, but 24 hours later, it's now on iTunes for the masses.
Daddy liked his whiskey with his tea.
Ranging from country to rap to rock to inventing its own new genres, Lemonade has been blowing up social media since its surprise debut over the weekend, particularly since the whole thing seems to be about Jay-Z cheating on her.
What a wicked way to treat the girl that loves you.
Jason Nathanson, ABC News, Hollywood.
The man who sang this soul classic has died.
Me and Mrs. Jones.
Willie Paul was 80 years old, a Grammy winner, best known for Me and Mrs. Jones in 1972. This is ABC News.
Kelly and Michael know how to brew the perfect morning.
We get all the free coffee we can drink.
Yeah.
What's not to like about this gig?
A spoonful of laughs, pour in some fun, and stir it up with some big surprises.
Kelly, can you handle it?
I can!
For the perfect morning, just add Kelly and Michael.
We don't want to toot our own horn, but let's.
Only on Live with Kelly and Michael.
Sherry Preston, ABC News.
North Carolina Tractor Supply, your Massey Ferguson dealer in Rutherford, has some really great ideas this year. This could be the year for you to get that Massey Ferguson you've been wanting. Stop by today and see what Massey Ferguson and Phil Sheehan at North Carolina Tractor Supply have for you. Check to see if you qualify for 0% financing. Today could be your day at North Carolina Tractor Supply, Railroad Avenue, Rutherford.
We should see lots of sunshine around the area today with a few fair weather clouds at times. It'll be warmer and a little more humid than yesterday with highs in the upper 70s and lower 80s. Overnight tonight, we'll call it mostly clear and mild. We'll look for a light southwesterly wind. Lows overnight will drop into the mid to upper 50s. Then on Tuesday, look for a mix of sun and clouds. We'll have a slight chance of a shower or two later in the day, mainly in northernmost parts of the state. Highs tomorrow about 79 to 84. I'm meteorologist Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
We're starting out with a fabulous day, a big full moon this morning before daybreak, and it's going to be mostly sunny today with highs around 81. Now we have rain coming back to the forecast Tuesday all the way through Friday. There's a chance of that happening, and looks like this weekend, isolated showers on Saturday, highs around 81. Only a 20% chance of that happening, though, and 30% chance Saturday night. So we've been waiting to get the rain. Perhaps this might be the week we get it. We'll watch that storm and see what happens with that weather pattern. But right now, today, we can embrace it with mostly sunny skies. 81, the wind's going to be gusting to 19 miles per hour and blowing that pollen everywhere today. So enjoy. Right now it's 49 degrees. We're being kind to Brenda Black of Spindale on her birthday today. She's our newest member of the WCAB Be Kind to Hall of Fame. So we want you to wish Brenda Black a happy, happy birthday. I have this death announcement this morning. Steve D. Ruff, age 80 of Spindale, died Friday at his home. The family will receive friends from 1:30 until 3 o'clock Tuesday, April 26th at Second Baptist Church Family Life Center in Rutherfordton. The body will lie in state in the sanctuary of the church during visitation. The funeral service will be at Second Baptist Church at 3 o'clock Tuesday with Reverend Dr. Keith Stevenson officiating. Burial will be at Eternal Hills Memorial Park for a City. Mike Mahan's Funeral Home and Cremation Services is in charge of the arrangements for Steve D. Ruff of Spindale. That's the death announcement that we have this morning. You can get the complete information on this one or others that come in today at 11:35 and then again at 5:10 as part of the afternoon report here on WCAB in Rutherfordton.
Did you ever wish that you could eat chicken and change somebody's life at the same time? Well, your wish is granted. Eat at Zaxby's in Forest City on Tuesday, April 26th from 5 to 8 p.m. Zaxby's is donating 10% of all sales during this time to the Camper Scholarship Fund at South Mountain Christian Camp. That's right, you can eat at Zaxby's and you'll help a child in need to be able to attend summer camp. Summer camp at South Mountain is more than just games and activities. Every child will receive dynamic Bible teaching and be introduced to the amazing love of God, the love that touches hearts and changes lives. You can help us make that happen by eating at Zaxby's on Tuesday, April 26th from 5 to 8 p.m. Dine in, carry out, or drive through, it all counts, and it all helps send kids to camp. You don't even have to mention the camp. You make the purchase, and Zaxby's will make the donation. We'll see you there.
Thanks very much, Steve. 8 minutes now past 7 o'clock. A couple of more heads up. There will be a benefit car and truck show May the 7th at Riverside Baptist Church in Harris from 10 until 2. Some of the finest cars, trucks, and motorcycles will be judged. Plus, you can enjoy hamburgers and hot dogs. Trophies will be awarded in first, second, and third places. The Foothills Choir will sing from 12 until 2. Now, all the proceeds go to medical bills for Joe Hall, stage 4 cancer patient. So come spend the day with the good folks at Riverside Baptist Church in Harris, May the 7th, and help raise money. The Rutherfordton Lions Club 12th Annual Golf Tournament is coming up May the 4th, Wednesday, May 4th, at Meadowbrook. Lunch at 12:15 and shotgun start 1:15 sharp, and entry fees $50 per person, $200 a team. And it's not too late for you to sign up. Just contact Lion Dick Hood at 9th Green 1 at bellsouth.net. 9th Green 1 at bellsouth.net and get signed up. For the folks over in Polk County, 10th District Congressman Patrick McHenry staff will hold office hours in Polk County Wednesday, April 27th from 9 until 12.
Are suing the school over its Wi-Fi service. The kid is identified as G, the student. He attends the Fay School in Southborough, 25 miles east of Boston. His parents, referred to in the lawsuit as mother and father, claim that an upgraded Wi-Fi system put in 2 years ago caused their son to experience headaches, nosebleeds, nausea, and a bunch of other stuff. The lawsuit says that G, the kid, suffers from electromagnetic hypersensitivity syndrome. Yep, invisible Wi-Fi rays supposedly harming little G because he's super sensitive to this stuff. The school's not rolling over. They had their Wi-Fi network tested, and it falls within all safety standards. But G's parents want the school to turn off the wireless service in his classroom or go back to hardwired internet service, or they want the wireless service turned down, or they want to be accommodated some other way. And for their troubles, they want $250,000 in damages. Their lawyers say that they want to work with the school to find a resolution, but they want little G to be able to attend his classes in a safe environment. Now, the mother and father of G might be suing the wrong people. I mean, who invented the internet? It was Al Gore. Who pushed the tax increase on phone bills to bring broadband service into the schools? It was Al Gore, and he's loaded deep pockets. And he also believes a bunch of other junk science, hoax theories, global warming. I mean, sue him. Go big. Say, folks, one of the largest and most profitable fields in business today is corporate training, executive coaching, and speaking. It has become an $11 billion annual industry. Now, if you've been thinking of entering this exploding corporate training market, you need to become certified by the John Maxwell team. I have seen and heard success stories of people who become certified Maxwell corporate trainers, executive coaches, and speakers, and I am impressed. Maxwell is the global authority. They've been at this for more than 40 years. Now, when you become Maxwell certified, you'll be able to profit from this booming business. The fastest growing, largest certification program in the world, the John Maxwell team, has been certifying corporate trainers, executive coaches, and speakers for years, all over the world. Become a Maxwell certified corporate trainer, executive coach, and speaker. Visit johnmaxwellradio.com now for a special free gift. That's johnmaxwellradio.com or dial 1-800-MAXWELL. That's 1-800-MAXWELL.
Hello, this is Tammy Aldridge, Director of Rutherford County 911. Regardless of what you have seen or heard, 911 cannot locate you immediately when calling from a cell phone. Knowing and providing your location is very important when calling. This is simple as knowing the address you are calling from, teaching address information to children, and knowing what street you are on while traveling. Help us help you. Know and provide your location.
More than 1 million Americans have heart attacks each year. And if you are a loved one that experiences symptoms of heart attacks, every second matters. Heart attack symptoms include discomfort, heaviness or pain in the chest, arm or below the breastbone. You may also experience sweating, nausea, dizziness, extreme weakness, anxiety, or shortness of breath. At the first signs of a heart attack, you should call 911 and be treated immediately at the nearest hospital. The best time to treat a heart attack is within 1 to 2 hours of the first onset of symptoms. That's why the emergency department at Rutherford Regional Health System is becoming a chest pain accredited facility. What does this mean to you? It means quality care here at home that could save precious seconds when treating the symptoms of heart attack. To learn more about Rutherford Regional and its commitment to save quality care, visit myrutherfordregional.com. Wherever you're listening to me this morning, wherever you might be aware that if you have car trouble or lock yourself out of the car, Brad's Record Service is just a phone call away. Brad's Record Service is a complete service department for your cars and your trucks. Even getting your air conditioner serviced before this hot weather sets in. If your car won't crank, you can call Brad's Record Service. If you need a water pump for your car, call Brad. Call Brad's Record Service. It's more than a tow truck service. They're complete garage service, and I want you to remember that. And Brad always goes beyond the call of duty to help his customers. So put this phone number close by in your phone, perhaps, or close by and where you can get to it. It's Brad's Record Service, 287-2111, 287-2111, 287-2111. That's Brad's Record Service.
It is said of Robert Leroy Parker, or as we know him, Butch Cassidy, that if he was alive today and he was an honest man, he would be a CEO of some corporation. Butch's robberies were well planned. He even stationed fresh horses on the escape route in order to make it easy to outdistance the lawman. Butch's lieutenant was Ellsworth Lay, who went by the nickname Elsie. Elsie was also known to be a brilliant man. On April 21, 1897, Butch and Elsie decided to pool their brilliance and pull off a payroll robbery. At one time, Butch had worked at a mining camp near Casa Grande, Utah. So he knew when the payroll was received and when it was distributed to the miners. Waiting until the exact moment after receipt and before payment, Butch and Elza rushed into camp and scooped up the $8,000 payroll. To make sure the camp couldn't notify the law, they cut the telegraph wire. Then they headed over to the New Mexico territory. Now, most outlaws would go to the nearest tavern and celebrate, but not Butch and Elza. They knew the posses would be looking for a couple of cowboys having a good time. So Butch and Elza went to a local ranch and got jobs as cowboys, where they worked until the heat was off. But then, on the other hand, maybe Butch wasn't all that smart of a person. The law did chase him down to South America, where he was supposedly killed in a shootout at the age of 43. Now his buddy Elza did live to be 66, but during his lifetime he was shot more than once and he was sentenced to life in prison. They sure didn't sound that smart to me. You've just heard another story from Chronicle of the Old West. I'm Dakota Livesay.
Well, it's Monday morning. Let's get started with our Colorado report to find out what's been happening from the weekend. And we go first to the Sheriff's Department. And Deputy Dills is on the phone with me right now to give us an update. Good morning. How you doing?
Good. How about you, sir?
Doing great. Tell us what's on the report from the weekend.
In the past 48 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office has responded to 245 calls, made 11 arrests, and currently have 151 incarcerated in the Rutherford County Jail. On arrest reports, Alexander Grant Allison was arrested for assault and battery and injury to personal property. On incident reports, Roland Rodriguez reported an incident of damage to personal property, and a Brenda Renee Humphreys reported an incident of obtaining property by false pretense. And that's all I have for you, sir.
Deputy Dills, thank you for that report, and you be safe out there today.
Thank you. You too.
See you now. 17 past 7 this Monday morning. We'll be in kind of Brenda Black of Spindale.
Here's what our customers think about McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC.
I love my McCurry Deck Buick.
I love my McCurry Deck Chevrolet.
We love our McCurry Deck GMC. We guarantee you'll love McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC for City.
I am definitely a McCurry Deck customer for life.
I love the price and the McCurry Deck Customer for Life Rewards program. It gives you up to $3,000 or more in rewards.
Take the easy drive to savings. McCurry Deck for City. Discover the rewards of being a customer for life.
Roman's on with us this morning from 911 Communications Center. Roman, how you doing today?
Doing good. How about you?
Doing good. What's on the report, Roman?
Okay, in the past 48 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 Communications has processed 726 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 46 emergency medical service calls, 23 for rescue. Under law enforcement, 245 with the Sheriff's Office, 113 for Far City, 44 for Rutherford, 16 for Lake Lower, 78 for Spindale. Under fire calls, Far City had a motor vehicle accident. Green Hill had a outbuilding fire assisted by Shingahala and Union Mills. Hudlow had a brush fire. Hudlow also had a control burn and a residential fire alarm. Lake Lower had a brush fire and a fire investigation assisted by Chimney Rock. Rutherford had a motor vehicle accident. Shingahala had a smoke report. And Sandy Mush had a grass fire. And that's all we have.
Roman, thank you very much. Good to have you on this morning, and you have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. 911 report there with Roman. Almost 20 minutes after 7. The entire team at Crow's Funeral Home and Cremation Services can help you with options available. They will help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved one. During this time, it's important to turn to someone you can trust and depend on. Crow's Mortuary and Crow's Mortuary and Crematory has a long history of trust and dependability. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory. That's 286-2304. Ruby Taylor is our next spokesperson. She's from Danieltown, the SDO Fire District. Ruby, good morning. How you doing?
I'm okay. How about you?
Doing good, thank you. What's on the report?
Well, the fire department didn't have any calls, and on my birthday calendar, I've got Alan Mathis, Billy Bass, and Zeb Connor having birthdays today, and hope they have a nice day. And Mr. and Mrs. Harry Black is having an anniversary, and hope they have a nice day. And the signs are in the thighs today and tomorrow, and that's all I got, Jim.
Thanks very much, Ruby. Have a good day.
You too.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, I want you to go back in history a little bit. Take a trip back in the time when you step into the Washburn store. You can do that. So if you need something like overalls, old garden hats, bandanas, hip cheese, Africans made in North Carolina, garden push plows and seed spreaders, cookware, ladies' scarves, all the seed potatoes and garden seeds and vegetable garden seeds you possibly can want, all that's there. 4 generations of the Washburn family have owned Washburn store in Bostic, and members of the 6th generation work there regularly. Always find a step back in history and enjoy shopping at Washburn store, because what you're looking for you can find. Bostic, between Bostic and Sunshine on the Bostic Sunshine Highway. Check in with Bostic store often. Juggling a career, responsibilities at home, and caring for an aging parent can be a tough job to handle. But thank goodness for Rutherford Life Services. Rutherford Life Services may be able to help you. They offer a positive, happy environment for adults who need a little bit of extra care during the day. They have trained professionals that monitor medical needs, assist with personal care, and also plan fun activities such as crafts, music, and fitness to make their day more enjoyable and safe. Caregivers are provided with the peace of mind knowing that their loved ones are being well cared for. To learn more about Rutherford Life Care Services, call 288-1697. Again, that's 288-1697. Folks, I'm happy to announce to you that Quick Lots half-price bargain store is back in town and open at the Tri-City Mall. After some restructuring, Quick Lots half-price bargain store is now specializing in name-brand small appliances and high-end toys and many other items at Quick Lots discount prices. Vacuums, coffee makers, humidifiers, microwaves, and so much more. And coming soon, a new electronics department featuring laptops, cell phones, computers, and more. Check out the Curiosity Center. Be great for students and collectors. Insects enclosed in glass. There's a frog, tarantula, butterfly, and a whole lot more. If you sell online or the flea market, you can buy in bulk at Quick Lots and make yourself a lot of money, and Samuel can give you instructions on how to make it more profitable. It's worth a stroll through. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 o'clock until 6 o'clock. Quick Lots half-price bargain store in the Tri-City Mall. Heading toward Rumbling Ball this morning. Steve, how you doing?
Good morning, Jim. It's a beautiful morning here. It's 51 degrees. Yeah.
How many degrees?
51.
51. Well, you're a little warmer than we are. By a couple of degrees.
Okay. But it's still beautiful, and a lot of pollen in the air. If you notice any difference in the way I'm sounding this morning, it has apparently caught up with me. Caught up with me yesterday.
I know the feeling.
Some people are allergic to some types of pollen and some others, So, I don't know what, I think it's a tree pollen right now. But whatever it is, it's getting me. I'm trying to stay on top of it. It's been just normal go here this weekend. Gary showed up this morning and said that they didn't have any fire calls or any medical calls. So we haven't had any golf cart crashes or anything like that this week to report. No bear sightings. So we're just kind of humdrum.
Sort of dull up there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. They don't have anything to talk about.
Well,
all the basketball's over.
Those bears will be out moving here pretty soon.
They will be. I'm sure we'll get plenty of reports. Today's trash day, so the bear know it, and they will find the trash cans. It is what it is.
All right, I sort of call you Gary. It was good to talk to Gary last week. He was on Friday morning, I believe it was.
Yes, I'm glad he's decided to stay with us. He's certainly an asset. Good fill-in, and Homer Logan, one of our employees here, lost a brother last week, and Gary filled in for him. So
he's a man of knowledge. He sure is a good one to have around.
He is. Got a couple good fill-ins right now, so you can't underestimate the importance of having some people that can step up
under
those conditions.
You have a wonderful Monday up there. We'll check in with you tomorrow.
Thanks, Tim.
See you.
See you.
Bye. Steve up at Rumbling Ball reporting in 25 past 7. here on WCAB in Rutherford. And Ace Equipment Sales and Service certainly has prepared themselves to help you get prepared for spring and summer grass cutting and weed eating and all those kind of things. They've got super specials going right now, and I hope you don't miss out on these because they won't go on forever. These Husqvarna rear tine tillers, regularly $5.99, on sale now for $4.99. The Husqvarna mower starting at $14.99, 42-inch cut, 3-year warranty. Push mowers starting at $149. Zero-turn mower, 46-inch cut. Or the Hustler zero-turn, $27.99. The Echo trimmers starting at a low $159. Remember Ace Equipment Sales and Service when you get ready to buy more. Think about shopping locals. Think about shopping at home. And remember, they can also service all brands. And they carry a great selection of fertilizer, lime, grass seeds, all of that's at Ace Equipment Sales and Service, located in the Park Lane Plaza, Rutherford. As convenient as a phone call, 286-9781, or stop by to see them right across the parking lot from Gregory's. That's Ace Equipment Sales and Service. Springtime is definitely here, and Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supplies will help you get ready for it. Come on by and register to win a Mary Tiller. No purchase necessary. It's going to be given away April 29th, drawing on the morning show at WCAB. They have plenty of Rainbow 10-10-10 fertilizer, 50-pound bag, $14.50. The 10-10-10 regular fertilizer, 50-pound bag, $10.37. And the triple 17-17-17, 50-pound bag, $13.50. Everyday low prices, every day at Farmer's Friend, Monday through Saturday, and delivery is available. Just ask them about that each time you come to Farmer's Friend, located at 188 Whiteside Road, Rutherford, right across the road from WCAB, and the telephone number is 287-3272. And be sure to come see them for your Mother's Day gifts: plants, bushes, flowers, birdhouses, and much, much more. And they have a large selection of hardware in stock with great prices. And don't forget, Friday morning we're going to be drawing for that tiller, so be sure you go by and register for that. Bob Hodges standing by up at Hudlow, Mount Vernon Community, with the report today. Bob, how you doing today? You know what, Bob, you still there? I think I just cut him off. Let's see if that's Bob on the phone now. 28 minutes past 7 o'clock. Oh, my goodness. This must be Monday morning. Bob, how you doing?
Okay, we'll start over again here.
Oh, you don't. I hope Monday's the rest of the day's going to be better than what I just did.
Well, that's all right. Well, this is Monday morning. I guess we can be excused for things on Monday morning early there. But,
yeah, I think so. We'll use that as an excuse anyway.
Yeah, got a whole week ahead of us here.
Yeah.
But Jim, up here with the fire department, been fairly quiet over the weekend. We just answered a few medical calls and a residential fire alarm call, and didn't have any wrecks or fire calls, so that's good. Let's say happy birthday to Kelly Pritchard this morning. If you're going by hair cutters, just stop in and wish him a happy birthday this morning. And Jim, that's about it. Things are right along good and quiet, and look like it's going to be a nice day up here today.
I believe it's going to be a good day. Then we got some rain coming, hopefully, and the rest of the week off and on, so maybe that'll help a lot.
Well, maybe it will. That little shower there Friday and then things helped clear the air out a whole lot, and maybe we'll get a little bit more there.
I hope so.
Yeah, we'll get rid of some of this pollen and stuff in the air here. But, Jim, you take care, and you have a good day. And
Bob, thanks.
I'll talk to you in the morning.
See you now. Bye. Bob Hodge reporting out of Hudlow this morning, 29 past 7.
RS Express on Railroad Avenue should be the only stop you'll need. The RS Express inspection station can get you back on the road and keep you legal. RS Express station has 2 lanes to get you in and out in no time. They also carry wiper blades, and they'll rotate your tires. Complete car care all together. RS Speedy Lube. RS Service includes transmission flush, RS car wash, and RS inspection. Count on Chris and his team to take care of your car needs. Railroad Avenue, Ruth.
I was talking with someone the other day from up north that came to down south. They said they loved the southern hospitality of people, and I agree with them. I think people in this part of the South love to do business with home folks too. Love to do business with folks who grew up here. invested in their business here, raised their children here, went to church here, and folks that live close by and will take care of you after the sale. I think that's some of the reasons Southern Carpet has done so well over the years. They offer quality merchandise, quality material and workmanship, good service. And since 1993, the Tony family has set out to be the best they can be in this business, carpet and floor covering, and you'll find that to be true. If you'll go to Southern Carpet and talk with them about doing something for your floors in your house, you'll be pleased with the results. You can see them at 1512 West Main Street, right across from North State Gas Company, or phone them at 245-0310.
Are you tired of long lines and terrible service? The solution to both is only 5 minutes away at Spindale Drug. Let us treat you the way that you would like to be treated as we personalize our service just for you. We are located at 109 West Main Street in Spindale, and remember, with every prescription filled, you get a complimentary cup of coffee. Call us at 828-286-3746 to transfer your prescriptions today and receive $10 off each transferred prescription. Spindale Drug, now that's service.
Let me see if I can do a little better getting Sue Price on the air this morning. I did get Bob Hodge on over at the Cherry Mountain Fire District. Sue, you doing okay?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Well, I thought I was doing great, but all of a sudden it just sort of fell apart. One fell swoop there.
Well, that's all right. It's Monday morning.
It is. That's right. We'll use that as an excuse. What's been going on over there?
Well, I reckon it's been quiet. I hadn't heard anything. We've got 46 degrees over here in the sunshine. It's going to be a beautiful day. And looking forward to that. I've got on my calendar, church calendar, I've got Bobby McCraw, so I hope Bobby's going to have a good birthday. And on my personal calendar, I've got Chris and Deetra Lovelace. Happy anniversary to them. Nothing on First Broads, and, well, let's see. No, nothing on First Broads and nothing on Fairviews for today. So not too many celebrating over this way. In my announcements, the Royal Quartet will be at Chuck's Family Pizza tonight from 5:30 to 7, so good singing there. Poor Man's Supper coming up Saturday, April 30th, 4:30 to 7. That's up at the Golden Valley Community Club. And it's a fundraiser to help us with our building updates. Pintos, potatoes, slaw, liver mash, cornbread, desserts, and drinks. 26th Annual Barbecue, Saturday, April 30th, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Hopewell Hollis Community Clubhouse, and that's sponsored by the Hopewell Hollis Ruatan Club, so come on out and help those folks. They always put on a really good supper. Barbecue pork and chicken, baked beans, slaw, hush puppies, good homemade desserts. And so far, that's the only announcements I have, Jim. It's just quiet and calm over this way and looking for a good day, and I hope you'll have one.
How did the Lincoln's Day ceremony go Saturday?
Well, I think it went real good. I didn't go out. I've got the shingles, Jim.
Oh, no.
So I didn't go out. Richard went and stayed a while, and I think everything went good. It was just, I sure hated to miss it, but
well,
anyway.
Hope you get rid of those shingles pretty soon.
No, I do too. They're very pleasant.
Well, enjoy your day in spite of it.
All right, you too.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That's Sue over at Cherry Mountain Fire District. This morning is 34 past 7. You know, you don't have to settle for second or third best when you need a plumber. When Umstead Plumbing is just a phone call away. Since 1973, the Umstead family has been serving homeowners and builders with the best of service. Eric and Chad are continuing the family business, and I know you'll be satisfied with their prompt service. From unclogging a drain to replacing fixtures and appliances to remodeling jobs. Their top quality work, fair prices, and punctual service has made them the area's leading plumbing firm. Why don't you give them a call? Locally owned and operated at 245-7302. Experience plus equipment equals excellence. Umstead Plumbing, 245-7302. Now that's getting the job done. I don't know about you, but I like when I go to the store to get something that I've been wanting, and I realize I find that when I get there that it's on special. I'm going to save some money on what I was going to get anyway. Well, you can rest assured you can do that at the drop-in food stores all across this county. How about when you buy 2 5-hour energies, you save 98 cents. That's a real deal. 3 2-liter Coke products, 3 for $3. 28-ounce Gatorade, 2 for $3. 16-ounce Monster energy drinks, 2 for drinks. Those are 2 for $3.77. 20-ounce Sundrop products, 2 for $2. 12-ounce soft drinks, choose from a variety of over 40 flavors, 2 for only $1.50. Here's some more good news from the drop-in. 32-ounce fountain drinks are only 99 cents all summer long. That's a good deal. It's going to be hot this summer, so keep that in mind. Looking for a quick cool down, too? Well, soft-served ice cream is back at the East Main Store and the Shallow Store. So come on, let's drop in and save money and get that soft-served ice cream at that Shallow Store before Ken gets over there. Come on, everybody, drop in. Let's see what we got on the line right here. I believe Brenda Kelly's up next. Brenda, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine on this Monday morning. Sun's coming up. It's going to be a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
It certainly is. Boy, that moon was beautiful this morning.
I didn't see it. I was up, but I didn't look out to see it. So, but I'm sure it was pretty.
Looked like a Carolina moon.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Carolina moon. That's exactly right.
You feeling much better?
I am doing much better, and I'm so glad. I've still got a cough every now and then, but I'm about to get back to where I should be. I'm still a little bit weak, but everybody I talked to said it take that they've known of that had the flu or this cold and congestion and whatever, said it took them 2 or 3 months to get over it. And I said, oh, my goodness.
Wow.
But it is what it is, and we just take one day at a time and do the best we can.
And we try to keep our resistance up as much as possible. Sometimes it catches us off guard.
That's exactly right. But we're doing better, so that's good. And I'm sorry to hear that Sue's got the shingles. They say they're very uncomfortable.
I've heard they are. I sure don't want to experience it.
I don't either, so we wish her a speedy recovery.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see. I've got 46 degrees on the front porch. Birthdays and anniversaries today. I've got Anderson Pritchard, Nathan Buckley, Jack B. Brown, and the lady you're being kind to, Brenda Black, and Josh and Karen Morrison. I don't have anything on Round Hill or Macedonia, so we want to wish these people a great old big day on their special day. And in ways of announcements, we got a yard sale coming up, yard and bake sale. I just keep saying yard sale. It's a yard and bake sale at the Union Mills Community Club, and that'll be on May the 14th from 7 till 12 noon. And the tables you can rent for $5 each. You can set up on Friday evening from 5 to 6. And it'll be inside with air conditioning. You can call 447-4057 or 287-3502 to reserve a table or whatever. And I reckon that's all I got going on up here. It's just short, sweet, and quiet. And that's all right. We like it like that.
I enjoy that part of it.
That's right. Just lay back and relax.
Continue to enjoy it, and we'll check on you tomorrow morning.
Okay, have a good one. Catch you later.
Thanks, Brenda. That's the report from Union Mills, the Kelly Report. It's 38 past 7, and we have 49 degrees right now under mostly sunny skies. High is getting up to around 81 for the foothills.
Save-A-Lot Grocery Store is your next stop to saving big money. You'll find loads of merchandise with incredible low prices and hundreds of name brand items. And with clean, spacious aisles, that'll make shopping a pleasure. Take advantage of the popular Pick 5. Get 5 grocery items at a low price of only $19.99, including meat products. Save-A-Lot has a great produce section with all your favorite fruits and vegetables. Hours are Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Sundays, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's Save-A-Lot Grocery Store in the White Oak Plaza near Big Lots.
Now let's check on Herman Jones in Cliffside and see if we can get him to give us a report from there. Herman, you doing all right?
Oh, yeah, you?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, feel good.
Great. Tell us all the news in Cliffside.
Jim, of course, I know it's been quiet. I hadn't heard of anything going on out of the ordinary. It's just another good day. Y'all sing, this is the day the Lord has made. Let's see, what is the date?
Today's the 25th.
All day long?
Yes, sir, until 12 o'clock tonight.
Oh, okay. Let's see if we we got any birthdays today? Nope. Don't have any. So I guess everything's all right. As far as I know, Jim, it's quiet down here. Not a whole lot of traffic this morning. Yesterday morning seemed like it was a good bit, but why it is that some days is a lot, and again it's slow. I guess that's the way the business runs.
Yep. People get up and want to go somewhere, and some mornings they want to sleep in, I guess.
Yep.
Well, listen, you enjoy your day, the rest of the day down there in Cliffside, and keep everything together, and we'll talk to you again next time.
All right, Jim. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Harmon.
Let Spindale Mulch help make your home the envy of the neighborhood with top quality premium mulch. Spindale Mulch at 325 Spindale Street carries a wide range of mulch to fit your landscaping needs. They carry ground hardwood bark manufactured from pure quality Appalachian barks with popular organic blend topsoil, organic compost, and Masterscape colored enriched mulch. You can also get tumble-safe playground mulch and premium potting mix and Best Start custom garden mix. All this quality mulch is available at Spindale Mulch. Get it by the large truckload delivered or by the single scoop. Spindale Mulch is open Monday through Friday 8 to 5 and Saturday 8 to 12. The phone number is 287-3561. That's Spindale Mulch.
Gregory's Original Restaurant is one of my favorite places and recommended highly to a lot of folks. It's the locals' favorite place to eat out, because they have a lot of your favorite dishes that are always prepared fresh in the back there and brought out with smiling waitresses to serve you. Subs, grinders, sandwiches. They have pasta, burgers, fresh garden salads. That salad bar is a terrific meal. Chicken and steaks cooked juicy and delicious. Got all your favorite sides to go with it. So when you're making a decision for lunch today, they're open on Mondays over there. You make your decision, say, hey, let's go to Gregory's Original. And if you've got a event coming up, you need Gregory to take care of that, call 287-2171. Or if you want to call your order in, that's the number to call as well, 287-2171. That's Gregory's Original Restaurant, located in the Park Lane Plaza there in Rutherfordton.
Come and see why the F-Series is the best-selling vehicle for 38 straight years. There's something to this. The best-selling truck, and you could own one thanks to the excellent deals at Sisk Family Ford. If you want one, get it this week. It may be the all-new redesigned Ford Edge that will make you happy. If so, the choices are good today, and special Sisk Family Ford prices are underway right now. Come see all the new cars and trucks at your friendly Family Ford dealer, Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
Well, let's go talk with family-friendly Luther Sweet Thing Gilligan over in Ellenboro. See if he survived the weekend. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Having a good time. Just as sweet as I can be.
I knew it.
But we're just glad it's Monday morning again. We get to go back to work. Go out there and have a good time today. See what's going on. They know what's going on already. Already been out. People on the way to work this morning. They're glad it's Monday too.
Is this the day to read the
news? We had a good weekend. It was nice. Very quiet. Not a whole lot going on. The fire department, they had 6 medical calls during the weekend. But they're quiet this morning. There's nothing going on. Biggest thing we have going on now right now, be the blood mobile this afternoon. They'll be out at the fire department from 3 till 7:30. So we're always invited to come on by and stick your arm out and let them get a pint of blood. Somebody always needs blood, and who knows, it may be you. So give it back a little bit. It'll reproduce and make more. It makes you feel better to get that old blood out of your system, make some new blood. And there's nothing else going on now, but we're going to have something going on first Saturday in May. That's 2 weeks away. Well, almost 2 weeks. Be next Saturday week. We're going to be having town-wide yard sale down here. Everybody's invited to have a sale out in their yard. And if you don't want to sell in your yard, come on out to Depot Street, set up out there. Get there early, find your spots and set up, and just have a good time. And the Women's Club, they're going to be having breakfast out there. They're going to be having ham biscuits, sausage biscuits, liver mush biscuits. They're going to be having brownies and cookies. And they're going to be having whole cakes in the clubhouse for sale. There'll be a good time. Going to be having dinner on the grounds after Memorial Day the next day at Bethel Church. That'll be Mother's Day. So you can get your cake for Memorial Day or get your cake for Mother's Day. You won't have to fix it. Just buy it from them Saturday and put it in the refrigerator. Well, set it out on the table, put it in cake plate. It'll still be good. And that'll take care of that little problem. That'll be first Saturday in May. And then see nothing else going on. We won't wish Mr. Bill Bass happy birthday today. So all you people at schoolhouse, be sure to wish Mr. Bass happy birthday today. And again, there's nothing else going on down here. You have a great day up there. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks, Luther. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Take care now.
All right, bye. That's Mr. Gilligan there in Ellenboro reporting in on the news from the fire district over there. 46 past 7, and it's birthday time for this Monday morning, the 25th day of April. April 25th. You may be celebrating a birthday or anniversary. It is time to call that in to us. The phone lines are clear. 287-3356. Todd standing by to take that call. 287-3356. Birthdays and anniversaries coming up in just a moment.
Health insurance is complicated, and with healthcare reform on the way, it's not getting any simpler. If you've got questions, we've got agents. Your local Farm Bureau insurance agent can walk you through the changes and offer you the right healthcare plan with the right benefits for you. Healthcare may be changing, but our superior service isn't. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Hey, don't just order anything off a television or in the back of a magazine because it says it can help your hearing. You don't know where it's made. You don't know anything about the product. But one good thing about Miracle Ear is we have an office right here, and we know that Miracle Ear Products is U.S. made, the U.S. made company. And Lisa Terry is helping a lot of folks. You can ask all the questions you want to ask about the product. When you see a little thing on television, you can't ask too many questions. They just want you to send the money, and they'll send you a product and hope it works. Have that free hearing test done with Miracle Ear. Lisa Terry does a fabulous job of that. She's helping a lot of your friends, and be glad to help you as well. So do business right here. And that office is open in Forest City Tuesdays and Thursdays or other times by appointment if you'll call Lisa Terry at 447-7716. 447-7716 and start on the road to better hearing right away. Find out about that miracle in Miracle Ear. Call Lisa Terry, 447-7716.
Doctors have said a good night's rest is important for good health. If you're missing your rest at night, maybe it's the bed you're sleeping on. Year after year in Coast to Coast Test, more and more people are requesting Spring Air bedding, and here's why. Spring Air has been dedicated to giving you the very best in quality, comfort, and support, and it's working. That's why the Recliner Center's been selling so many of them. People who need their rest prefer Spring Air over each major competitor brand by a considerable margin. Why don't you give it a test? Stop by the Recliner Center and ask JD and Marie Shook to let you take the mattress challenge, and you too will find out why more and more people are choosing Spring Air. There are many features you'll appreciate, such as the Never Turn Advantage and the specially designed coils that help minimize motion from partner to partner. You should sleep on a Spring Air tonight and feel better tomorrow. Stop by the Recliner Center on Cooper's Gap Road in Rutherfordton and have one delivered to your bedroom today, and wake up refreshed in the morning.
Those pedophores at Granny B's, just what the hostess ordered. I'll tell you, they'll look good, they taste good, and people will be oohing and awing over them. Ask Granny B about those pedophores for your baby shower or your reception. 219 West Main Street in Spindale, or call them at 286-9012.
Happy
birthday. Happy birthday to Brenda Black of Spindale. She's our Be Kind to person of the day. And Macy Scruggs is 12 years old, goes to RS Middle School. Want to wish Macy also a happy birthday. Other folks celebrating today include Wayne and Melissa Horton of Cliffside, their anniversary, I guess. Robin and Ralph Boyd, anniversary yesterday. And Ruth Arrowwood is 86, having a birthday today. Dale Ramsey had a birthday yesterday. Want to wish Dale a happy. Also celebrating today is Lucille Dalton, Eric Foster, Anderson Pritchard, Nathan Buckley, Jack B. Brown, Brenda Black, we are being kind to her, and Josh and Karen Morrison's anniversary today. So happy birthday, happy anniversary. We'll have a drawing for that cake from Granny B's in just a moment.
Have you ever struggled with forgiving someone for something they may have said about you or done to you? Others have told you to forget it and go on, but for some reason it's just not that easy for you? A lot of old church buildings have a tower that encloses a large bell. Somewhere in the foyer of that building is a large rope attached to the bell. I have often observed the bell ringer of a particular church get a hold of that rope and begin to pull. At first, it seemed he had to work quite hard to get the bell moving, but once he got it moving, it wasn't that hard to maintain the momentum. The ringing bell is like our unforgiving spirit. Once we get it in motion, it continues to stay that way with little effort. When we get a little tug on the rope of our memories, that unforgiving spirit rings loud and clear, and the spirit of anger and bitterness again wells up within us. But how do we stop this madness? Corrie ten Boom, who spent a number of years in a German concentration camp, likened forgiveness to letting go of the bell rope. She advised people to take their hands off the rope, to refuse to keep ringing the bell. Eventually, the bell will come to a halt. And in a similar manner, if we cease rehearsing the injustices done to us and let go of them, the unforgiving spirit will subside. Forgiveness is something you do and not just something you feel. This is Bill Hostler with today's Key to Confident Living. Scripts for these programs are sold in book form by calling toll-free 1-888-333-KEYS.
And a big congratulations going on to Wayne and Melissa Horton of Cliffside on their anniversary. They just won a cake. Calling that in to us right here. Wayne and Melissa Horton of Cliffside. Now stand by. The third hour is coming up, and we always check the job market, find out where some job opportunities are right here in our area. So stay tuned for that. And the Sheriff's Report again, all that's popping next hour. WCAB.
Craley, GOP presidential candidate Donald Trump tweeted desperate about a plan by his two rivals to deny him delegates. CBS News correspondent Major Garrett has the story.
Ted Cruz and John Kasich are now essentially treating the battle for the GOP nomination like a tag team wrestling match. This unprecedented alliance comes in advance of what is expected to be a 5-state primary sweep by Trump on Tuesday, which means it may be too little, too late.
The General Assembly will get down to work this week with a session that will include a rework of the second year of the budget. Senate President Phil Berger of Eden says tax issues will also be on the agenda.
Tax reforms enacted by the legislature cut taxes by close to $2.7 billion in fiscal year 15-16 compared to when Democrats last controlled state government in 2010. During this short session, we will look for additional ways to reduce the tax burden on our hardworking middle class.
President Obama is stepping up the campaign against Islamic State fighters. The latest from CBS News' Margaret Brennan in Germany.
President Obama just announced that he is sending up to 250 American troops to join the fight against ISIS inside their stronghold of Syria. This decision to expand the American military footprint is something the president has been very reluctant to do, but it's part of an attempt to hit ISIS as hard as he can before leaving office.
A helicopter has been used in the search for a 19-year-old college student who went missing from a North Carolina mountain town several days ago. Boone police say Caldwell Community College student James Martin Roberts was last seen on Thursday. His father, John Roberts, tells WXII News.
Been in contact with a lot of his friends that are still in Kernersville or who are going to other schools across the state, and we're just trying to spread the word.
You're listening to NCN News.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique, but you are not alone. MAD is here to help. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org. That's MADD.org. Mothers Against Drunk Driving supports victims of drunk driving, drug driving, and underage drinking at no charge. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org. That's MADD.org.
Inspiring greatness in your high school students is a goal of the North Carolina High School Athletic Association. Jersey Mike Subs has similar goals as they take pride in developing great sub experiences in each of their locations. With premium meats and cheeses sliced on the spot and piled on fresh baked bread, Jersey Mike Subs creates the great sub experiences every day. Stop in any of the Jersey Mike Subs locations across the state and try it Mike's way. Jersey Mike's is a proud sponsor of the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
After bottoming out in January, the price of crude oil has jumped back to $43 a gallon. North Carolina state economist Dr. Mike Walden believes that's just the beginning in terms of rising gas prices, which were down to $1.51 in December. Now it's back up to $2 a gallon in many parts of the state. Walden believes we'll see prices at around $2.50 sometime in 2016.
7-8 years ago, North Carolina actually saw oil gas prices go above $4 a gallon. So we're not looking at that, but I do think drivers should prepare for paying somewhat more as the year progresses.
At the age of 90, a former senator is marrying a man 50 years his junior.
Pennsylvania Democrat Harris Wofford says he's had two great loves in his life, his late wife Claire, the mother of his 3 grown children, and 40-year-old Matthew Charlton. The former U.S. senator outing himself to a national readership in an op-ed piece in the New York Times, saying he'll marry his partner of 15 years next weekend. Wofford says he feels lucky to live in a time where the Supreme Court has recognized that matrimony is based not on someone's sexual nature, he writes, but on love. Vicky Barker, CBS News.
A rare stone could unravel the history of one of Italy's oldest civilizations. Reporter Sabina Castelfranco has the story.
A rare inscription on a stone unearthed near Florence is exciting archaeologists who say it may help unravel the secrets of one of Italy's earliest civilizations, the Etruscans. The stone was found in the foundations of a buried temple and is inscribed with more than 100 characters. The Etruscans flourished in central Italy 2,500 years ago, but their culture and language disappeared under the Roman Empire. Sabina Castelfranco, CBS News, Rome.
Mike Rayleigh, NCN News.
We are country at its best with a blend of yesterday's memories. WCAB, Rutherfordton.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. There's another round of primaries tomorrow, all northeastern states and all favorable to Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. As the GOP frontrunner marches toward more delegates ahead of the GOP convention this summer, his two closest rivals, John Kasich and Ted Cruz, say they are teaming up to defeat him.
An unprecedented move in the GOP race for the White House. Cruz and Kasich unable to beat Trump on their own, now working hand in hand to split some of the remaining contests. And this is all out in the open. Neither campaign disguising the strategy, and Trump not hiding how he feels.
ABC's Tom Yamas. The plan calls for Cruz to concentrate on Indiana while Kasich focuses on New Mexico and Oregon. Desperate is what Donald Trump tweeted. President Obama speaking in Hanover, Germany, and announcing that the U.S. is sending up to 250 special ops troops to Syria to help in the fight against ISIS.
Right now, the most urgent threat to our nations is ISIL, and that's why we're united in our determination to destroy it. And all 28 NATO allies are contributing to our coalition.
The president also calling for a united Europe during his remarks. Just over a month after the attacks, the Brussels subway station where 16 people were killed by a suicide bomber has reopened. 2 students in northern Wisconsin are recovering, and a recent graduate is dead following a shooting at a high school prom over the weekend. ABC's Neil Karlinski is in the town of Antigo.
Police say the attacker is 18-year-old Jacob Wagner, who had graduated from the Antigo High School just last year. They say he actually still came back and participated in art classes at the school. He was lying in wait, they say, Saturday night about 11 p.m. with a rifle outside the school prom when he opened fire. There's no known motive at this time. However, his grandfather did tell ABC News he believes that Wagner had been bullied.
Still no cause of death, but sales of Prince's music have skyrocketed since his death last week. You're listening to ABC News.
Dad, I'm really afraid of what's happening with the economy. There's too much civil unrest, too much terrorism, and unstable global markets. I'm tired of riding the ups and downs of the market. It reminds me of 2008. I was caught off guard then. How do I prepare for the worst now? What'll I do if the dollar collapses?
You gotta stop worrying, son, and take action. It's time to think about a precious metals private storage IRA, or an investment in silver with the Gold Silver Group. Like I said before, you insure your house, your car, your kids, and your life. Don't you think it's time to insure your wealth?
Call Gold Silver Group at 800-296-5514. Learn how easy it is to set up your own precious metals private storage IRA and how you can qualify for up to $700 in free silver. Gold Silver Group can satisfy any of your precious metals investment needs. Receive your gold and silver fully insured and privately delivered to your door. Call Gold Silver Group, 800-296-5514, 800-296-5514.
A severe weather system, including tornadoes, is tearing through the Plain states. More expected today.
We are getting into an active pattern the next week or so. Every other day, basically, we're going to see a severe weather threat, and we certainly saw that in the last 24 hours. 7 tornadoes reported, some of which doing damage, but no major injuries to report. Tomorrow, the center of the stage will be the heart of Tornado Alley. We have a moderate risk of seeing large hail and damaging winds, potentially strong, violent tornadoes. This is going to be our most serious threat this week.
ABC News meteorologist Rob Marciano. Today marks 1 year since a powerful earthquake struck Nepal, killing nearly 9,000 people. This may be hard to believe. For a change, an airline is eliminating a fee.
Seems airlines find a lot of ways to charge you for things that used to be free. That includes calling to book a reservation. So hearing that Delta is eliminating that one is getting a lot of attention. But Fare Compare's Rick Cini isn't surprised.
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that they finally trained people after 4 or 5 years that they shouldn't call in. Most people are booking online. Probably not going to hurt them a whole lot, but I do expect United American to drop their fees right in behind there.
You also won't be charged to call to modify your reservation. Daria Albinger, ABC News.
Southern Illinois University at Carbondale. My alma mater used to have a reputation as quite the party school. This might not help. At SIUC, you can now get a degree from the Fermentation Science Institute. The growth of craft brewing has led to a demand for beer scientists. This is ABC News.
Kelly and Michael know how to brew the perfect morning.
We get all the free coffee we can drink. Yeah. What's not to like about this gig?
A spoonful of laughs, pour in some fun, and stir it up with some big surprises.
Kelly, can you handle it?
I can!
For the perfect morning, just add Kelly and Michael.
We don't want to toot our own horn, but let's.
Only on Live with Kelly and Michael.
Sherry Preston, ABC News.
Suffering from numbness in your feet, leg cramping, pain when you walk, difficulty sleeping from leg and foot discomfort? Well, you need to see Dr. Jerry Gross at Foot and Ankle Center of the Carolinas. Your feet don't have to hurt. Call 245-6405 today.
We should see lots of sunshine around the area today with a few fair weather clouds at times. It'll be warmer and a little more humid than yesterday with highs in the upper 70s and lower 80s. Overnight tonight, we'll call it mostly clear and mild. We'll look for a light southwesterly wind. Lows overnight will drop into the mid to upper 50s. Then on Tuesday, look for a mix of sun and clouds. We'll have a slight chance of a shower or two later in the day, mainly in northernmost parts of the state. Highs tomorrow about 79 to 84. I'm meteorologist Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
Thanks very much for that forecast. A beautiful, beautiful Monday morning. Sunny skies and pollens everywhere out there, but it's 52 degrees, and we should be getting some isolated showers by tomorrow, possibly at least at the Expo on Thursday. A 50% chance on Thursday, 20% today and tomorrow, and then again on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday we may get some more. And so it's going to be one of those off and on kind of weather forecasts all week long. Perhaps rain, perhaps not. But right now we can enjoy the sun and enjoy the temperature of 52 degrees here at WCAB in Rutherfordton. 6 minutes after 8 o'clock, and on Monday mornings we like to check in with Terry Thomas and find out where some job opportunities are and get some folks some jobs and get off the couch and go to work. Terry, how you doing this morning?
Just fine.
Tell us where some of the jobs are, Terry.
Okay. In the Tryon area, we have a part-time administrator assistant position. This job does require a high school diploma and or GED, and you must have 6 months of graphic design experience. The pay on this job is $12 an hour. Also in the Tryon area, we have a harvesting and packaging clerk position. This job does not require any experience, and the pay is from $8 to $12 an hour, depending upon experience. And also we have a shipping and receiving position in the Tryon area, and this job pays from $8 up to $13.50 an hour, depending upon experience. In the Columbus area, we have a contact center financial services rep for a credit union. This job does require a high school diploma and or GED. However, they do prefer a bachelor's degree. You will be working Tuesday through Saturday, and the pay on this job is $30,000 a year. In the Rutherfordton area, we have a licensed practical nurse. This is a part-time position. It does require an associate's degree and at least 1 year experience as an LPN, and you also must be licensed in the state of North Carolina. And the pay on this job depends upon experience. In the Far City area, we have several positions for machine operators. Both of these positions do require a high school diploma and or GED and at least 1 year experience in a manufacturing setting. Both of these positions are working the third shift or graveyard shift. One of the positions pays $10.25 an hour, and the other position depends upon experience. Also in the Far City area, we have a part-time retail service merchandiser position. This job does require at least 1 year experience in customer service or retail, and you must have a high school diploma and or GED. The pay on this job is from $7.25 an hour up to $9 an hour, depending upon experience. Also in the Far City area, we have a maintenance director position. This is for a nursing home. This is overseeing the maintenance and also doing maintenance of the facility. You must have at least 3 years experience doing maintenance, and it does require a high school diploma and or GED. The pay on this job depends upon experience. We also have a position for a Dorner Rapider loom technician. This job does require at least 1 year experience operating and maintaining looms. This job does require a high school diploma and or GED, and the pay on this job is from $19 up to $23 an hour, depending upon experience. And the last job I'd like to talk to you about this morning is administrative assistant position. This job does require a high school diploma and or GED, and you must have at least 2 years experience as administrative assistants. However, you also must be proficient in Microsoft Office, Word, or Excel. And the pay on this job depends upon experience. And these are just a few of the jobs that we have available at the Rutherford County NC Works Career Center. We're located at 223 Charlotte Road, Rutherford. For more information on these or other positions, you can call us at area code 828-286-3042, or you can go on our website at www.ncworks.gov.
Terry Thomas, thank you so very much for these words of employment opportunities. We thank you, and we'll check back in with you next Monday.
Okay.
Have a good week.
Yes, sir.
Terry Thomas this morning. It's a good way to go to work. Got some good jobs out there for you. 11 minutes after 8 o'clock here on this Monday morning, and we're being kind of Brenda Black of Spindale. And our anniversary cake today was won by a couple celebrating a birthday or anniversary. Wayne and Melissa Horton up Cliffside. It's their anniversary. They won the cake from Granny B's. Now we got news from here and there in just a moment.
For a late lunch, quick pick-me-up, or maybe just watching your calorie intake, Chuck's Family Pizza Buffet serves fresh, all-you-can-eat soup and salad daily between 2 and 5 for only $4.99, including beverage. Fast, friendly, great customer service. That's Chuck's Family Buffet, Plaza Drive, Forest City. Now at Chuck's, when you order takeout pizza, get the second pizza for only $5. Phone them at 395-2034. The Pizza Buffet is served daily from 11 to 2 and again from 5 to 8.
Now looking at some news from here and there being reported by other sources of news this morning. Channel 7 is reporting, and the Daily Courier is also carrying the story. Rutherford County man has been sentenced to serve at least 23 years in prison after his conviction for second-degree murder in the death of a 5-month-old baby. Media outlets report that a jury deliberated about an hour on Friday before returning the verdict on the trial of 26-year-old Tyler Dale McCurry. An autopsy found that the child, Lebron Jaden Reynolds, died in January 2015 of a blow to the head. A judge sentenced McCurry to a maximum of 344 months in prison, almost 29 years. Also, News Channel 7 is reporting that the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office and other law enforcement agencies need help in helping to find Waylon Christopher Flynn. The 37-year-old is wanted by Rutherford County Sheriff's Office and Forest City Police Department for resisting public officer. Flynn also has outstanding felony and misdemeanor warrants for his arrest out of Gaston County and is also wanted in Spartanburg County. Anyone with any information on the location of Waylon Christopher Flynn is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 828-286-8477 or the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office at 828-286-2911. 10th District Congressman Patrick McHenry's staff will be holding office hours in Polk County Wednesday, April 27th from 9 a.m. until 12 noon at the Womack Building, 40 Courthouse Street in Columbus. Roger Kumpf, McHenry's regional representative for Polk County, will be available to meet with constituents who have issues with federal agencies, including Social Security, Veterans Affairs, or Immigration. He will also be there to listen to any concerns that constituents have with federal policy or pending legislation before Congress. Congressman McHenry's staff holds regular office hours in each county of the 10th District. Meanwhile, a helicopter has been used in the search for a 19-year-old college student who went missing from a North Carolina mountain town several days ago. The Charlotte Observer is reporting that the Boone Police Department said in a news release Sunday that Caldwell Community College student James Martin Roberts was last seen Thursday afternoon. The man had been living in Boone. Police say he was seen near Appalachian State University campus, and a Highway Patrol helicopter was used Saturday to search for him. His parents released a statement through police asking him to come home or call The family of the man, originally from Kernersville, is concerned because it's unlike him to be out of touch. He likes hiking, camping, and the outdoors. Police are asking people to come forward with any information about his whereabouts. A former Cleveland Community College teacher has been charged with embezzlement. Mindy Morrow, a former Shelby Middle School teacher, is accused of stealing electronics equipment from Cleveland County Schools and selling it on the internet. I think I said Cleveland Community College. It's Cleveland County Schools. Morrow, 36, of Kings Mountain, was charged by the Shelby Police Department April 6 with felony embezzlement and misdemeanor larceny, and is scheduled to appear in Cleveland County Court April the 28th, which is Thursday. She's accused of stealing an Apple iPad worth $500, along with other electronic equipment valued at $100, and selling it on eBay, according to Lieutenant Steve Seat with the Shelby Police Department. According to the incident report filed by Cleveland County Schools on March 8th, Morrow was found to have taken and sold the items during the last month of 2015. Greg Scholl, CCS Director of Communications, said Morrow resigned her position at Shelby Middle School December 21st, 2015. Seed said investigators spent a month going through evidence before filing charges, and because the investigation is ongoing, additional charges could be filed. Morrow turned herself in to police and was booked on a $5,000 secured bond, processed, and released. The Shelby Star is reporting that two men accused of stealing more than $6,000 worth of property from a Lawndale home and several landscaping trucks are believed to be involved in an ongoing theft operation in Cleveland, Gaston, and Mecklenburg counties. Mark Sparks, 36, of Bellwood Lawndale Road, Lawndale, and Jimmy Blanton III, 30, of Stonebrook Lane, Lawndale, were arrested by the Cleveland County Sheriff's Department on April 14th. The pair was charged with 3 counts of felony breaking and entering, 3 counts of felony possession of stolen property, and 3 counts of felony obtaining property by false pretense, 2 counts of misdemeanor larceny, and 2 counts of misdemeanor possession of stolen property. According to the Sheriff's Office, the 2 men recently broke into a home in the 100 block of Willis Road in Lawndale and stole more than $5,000 worth of property. They then followed a landscaping company truck to a Subway restaurant in Falston and allegedly stole several items from the truck's trailer, as well as items from the trailer of another landscaping truck in the parking lot of a nearby mini-mart, according to reports. They're still investigating that case. It's 18 past 8 o'clock. The Sheriff's Report will be coming up in just a moment.
Honey, I just got us really crazy super fast internet from Northland.
You did?
And I emailed the guys to come over and stream the game really crazy super fast.
Then I'll be shopping online really crazy super fast.
Oh, have fun.
Get Northland and enjoy all your favorite things really crazy super fast. And now get high-speed internet for as low as $29.99 a month. Call 1-888-NORTHLAND or visit getnorthland.com/go fast today. Limited time offer. Additional restrictions and conditions apply. All rates net of taxes and fees. Not available in all areas. See getnorthland.com/offers for full details.
Now, Deputy Dills with the Sheriff's Department had the report this morning, and we recorded it for broadcast at this time. Deputy Dills?
In the past 48 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office has responded to 245 calls, made 11 arrests, and currently have 151 incarcerated in the Rutherford County Jail. On arrest reports, Alexander Grant Allison was arrested for assault and battery and injury to personal property. On incident reports, Roland Rodriguez reported an incident of damage to personal property, and a Brenda Renee Humphreys reported an incident of obtaining property by false pretense. And that's all I have for you, sir.
Hello, this is Tammy Aldridge, Director of Rutherford County 911. Regardless of what you have seen or heard, 911 cannot locate you immediately when calling from a cell phone. Knowing and providing your location is very important when calling. This is simple as knowing the address you are calling from, teaching address information to children, and knowing what street you are on while traveling. Help us help you. know, and provide your location.
Thanks very much, Sammy. 19 past 8 o'clock. The Daily Courier is reporting that a grant in the amount of $600,000 in support of the reuse of a building in Forest City by CMI Enterprises Incorporated was announced by Governor Pat McCrory on Thursday. CMI Enterprises is expanding its business in Forest City at the former Alpha Building on Pine Street. This existing industry expansion will result in the creation of at least 30 new jobs and new capital investments of approximately $2.6 million to include the purchase of new equipment and machinery and the renovation of the 145,520 square foot building. In addition, CMI plans to maintain its manufacturing operations at 620 NC Highway 120 in Mooresboro and retain the existing 20 positions at that facility. McCrory made the announcement on Thursday that the North Carolina Rural Infrastructure Authority approved the reuse grant under the State Community Development Block Grant Program. More good news for Rutherford County. Meanwhile, the Golden Leaf grant of more than $700,000 will support advanced industrial technologies and the agribusiness program, officials announced last week at ICC. The grant of $717,884 is from the Golden Leaf Foundation, the nonprofit organization established in 1999 to help transform North Carolina's economy using tobacco settlement funds. So they're working on getting more money involved at that point. We got an update on sports coming up. Let me remind you that the Braves had a losing weekend. Matter of fact, pretty much a losing week. They did beat the Dodgers on Tuesday. They lost to the Dodgers on Wednesday, lost to the Dodgers on Thursday, lost to the Mets on Friday, lost to the Mets on Saturday, lost to the Mets yesterday. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about them other than maybe they're anxious to get in the new stadium and leaving Turner Field with a loss this season. Look, you'd think they'd want to have a great year, a booming year to close out Turner Field there before they move into the new one. But you just never know. The Braves will be playing the Red Sox this evening. 5:55 airtime. We'll join that after News 16, News 13 at 6, rather. And we'll have that game. They play the Boston again tomorrow, Boston on Wednesday, and again on Thursday. And the Cubbies on Friday and Saturday and Sunday. So they got a full week of baseball this week. No, the schedules have not yet come in. We hope they'll be here before too long, but they so far have not come in. So stand by now for all the latest sports news coming up.
NCN Sports. I'm Josh Zach. Carl Edwards bumped teammate Kyle Busch off of his racing line in the last turn and passed him to win the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race at Richmond International Raceway Sunday. Carl Edwards says it was a wild race, but Kyle Busch didn't feel like talking about that final lap.
My guys give me great race cars each and every week, and we continue to have fast Camrys, so we'll be continuing to run up front and race for wins.
Jimmy Johnson finished third, followed by Casey Kane and pole sitter Kevin Harvick, rounding out the top 5. NBA playoffs last night. San Antonio and Cleveland wrapped up their 4-game sweeps in the NBA. The Spurs routed Memphis 116-95, while the Cavs finished off Detroit 100-98. Stephen Curry sprained his right knee in the first half of Golden State's 121-94 dismantling of the Rockets last night. Curry missed the previous 2 games with a sprained right ankle. The Warriors have a 3-1 lead over Houston. Boston squared its series at 2 games apiece with Atlanta following a 104-95 overtime win against the Hawks. The Hornets hosting the Heat tonight in Game 4 of their playoff series. Charlotte, getting a 96-80 win Saturday night at home, earned their first postseason win in 14 years. Head coach Steve Clifford, after practice yesterday, was asked if the Hornets will be able to keep up the intensity and desperation from Game 3 when they were facing a 2-0 deficit.
Every game always starts with that. Your approach, your attitude, your intensity, and teams are going to win the playoffs are going to be able to sustain it or have it amp up every game.
Nick Batum says he hasn't ruled himself out to play after he missed Saturday's game with a strained left foot. He walked around at practice yesterday with his foot heavily taped. Washington, Dallas, and the New York Islanders have moved on in the second round of the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. The Caps shut out Philly 1-0 to advance in the East, while John Tavares scored in the final minute of regulation and the series winner in double overtime to lead the Islanders past Florida 2-1. In the Western Conference, it was the Stars that bounced Minnesota from the playoff hunt, 5-4 the final. This is NCN Sports.
East Carolina University's Division of Health Sciences presents Health Beat. Dr. Virginia Stage, Assistant Professor of Nutrition in ECU's College of Allied Health, discusses the importance of diet as part of your health care plan.
Diet and our health go hand in hand. If you're dealing with a disease or you're just trying to lose weight, a registered dietitian or RDN as part of your health care team can help you create a plan to achieve your goals.
This has been Health Beat. Through education, research, and patient care, ECU's Division of Health Sciences is committed to creating a healthier future for all of North Carolina. More information at ecu.edu/healthbeat. East Carolina University. Tomorrow starts here. Learn more at ecu.edu/healthbeat.
2 of the best teams in baseball are in Chicago. The White Sox winners yesterday 4-1 over the Texas Rangers, while the Cubs blew out the Reds 9-0 in Cincinnati. The top team overall in the majors remains Washington. The Nationals rallied in the 9th en route to a 15-inning, 6-5 win over Minnesota. Elsewhere in the American League, Tampa Bay put together an 8-1 laugher over the Yankees. Toronto 6-3 winners over Oakland, while Cleveland doubled up on Detroit, 6-3 the final there as well. Kansas City knocked off Baltimore. Seattle routed the Angels, and Boston bounced the Astros 7-5 and 12. In the National League, St. Louis beat San Diego 8-5. Pittsburgh pulled out a 12-10 win over Arizona in 13 innings, and the Mets completed a 3-game sweep of the Braves, the final 3-2. Milwaukee 8-5 over Philadelphia. Miami squeaked past the Giants 5-4 in San Fran, and the Dodgers 12-10 winners over the Rockies in Colorado. Josh Zach, NCN Sports.
Hello, this is Dwayne Hunt with Insurance Service Associates. Are you on disability? Or maybe you're on Medicare, or maybe both. Come see me, Dwayne Hunt at Insurance Service Associates, about a Medicare Advantage product brought to you by Humana. Please give me a call, 245-5301 at Insurance Service Associates, 127 East Trade Street, Forest City.
Uptight on loose wheels.
I'm beyond mad. I'm PO'd at NASCAR about it, to be honest.
Stuart is fined, but his fellow drivers will pay.
We didn't agree with it, and no one agreed with it.
And from Dale Jr.,
I've had a few come off, and it never ends well.
Mark Caro and PRN's Garage Pass. At
Wix Filters, we aren't the only ones who love engines. Just ask driver Ryan Newman about his favorite engine.
The nicest car I got, hands down, would be this 49 Buick Roadmaster convertible. It's one of the 4 cars used in making the movie Rain Man, and it's absolutely perfect. It's one of those restored nicer than original condition type cars.
Vehicles like that are why we build Wix Filters to be the best in the world.
From my lawnmowers to my snowmobiles to my old cars, my personal vehicles, and especially my race car, I've always trusted Wix Filters.
It's not just about searching for 2 doors or 4. It's about finding the car features that fit my life, the color that inspires me every morning, the leather seats I deserve, just because. It's the roof rack with room for my next passion, and the sunroof that lets me soak it all in. That's why I started my car search on AutoTrader. Just select the features that matter to you most, and AutoTrader will find the perfect car to fit your life at your perfect price. What's your car match? Find it on AutoTrader.
On the opening day of racing activities in Richmond, it was big news Tony Stewart was ready to make his comeback. But the other headline was that NASCAR had fined him $35,000. It was for these remarks he made against the sanctioning body over the lack of lug nuts and loose wheels.
You will not have heard a rant that's going to be as bad as what's going to come out of my mouth if a driver gets hurt because of a loose wheel that hurts one of them. With all the crap that we're going through with all the safety stuff, and for them to sit there and sit on their hands on this one, this is not a game you play with safety. When they made the decision that they weren't going to monitor it, that was the big mistake that they made right off the bat. When you preach about safety, why would you sit there and have cars that are running 200 miles an hour at the end of a straightaway that don't have all the lug nuts on the wheels that should be on it?
Denny Hamlin and the Drivers' Council then stepped up and told Stewart they'd help him write the check.
When Tony informed us of the fine, we didn't agree with it, and no one agreed with it. And so I think it was a way for us to send a message back to NASCAR that, hey, we just believe we should have the right to speak our opinion.
Hoping to quiet the growing controversy, NASCAR did say they're reevaluating whether they might go back to policing how many lug nuts are on each wheel. In the first practice for the Toyota Owners 400, Kevin Harvick was the fastest, followed by Joey Logano, Jimmy Johnson, and Carl Edwards, who had this to say about Tony Stewart racing again.
Tony is one of the fiercest competitors, so to have him there and someone to battle against is fun. It's good to see him back in the car. I think he adds a lot.
Get quality Duralast brake pads, the official brakes of NASCAR. They're proven tough and sold only at AutoZone.
An oil change protects your car's engine to help keep it running stronger for longer. That's why AutoZone has the right oil, filters, and all the helpful advice you need. So get those hands dirty and keep your engine running like it's fresh off the lot. You can pick up some of that new car smell, too. With our help, you can always fix your car with confidence. Hoods up, America.
Protect your engine and save. Right now, get 5 quarts of Pennzoil conventional motor oil and an STP oil filter for just $22.99. Restrictions and details in store.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. When it comes to loose wheels, Dale Earnhardt Jr. jokingly said he gets weirded out when his crew doesn't hit all the lug nuts.
Man, I don't know. I don't want to know. You know, it's freaky, man. For me, I'm one of the guys who's freaked out by it, you know. I wish I could not care when the wheels are shaking. But you do. I've had a few come off, and it never ends well.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass, brought to you in part by...
Well, this happens often around the racetrack, but we hope it never happens to you. If it does, turn your problems over to the Collision Center at McCurry Deck, the preferred repair center. The Collision Center is the only body shop with a controlled downdraft booth. It's an approved insurance repair center. They repair all makes and all models. You have the right to go to the repair shop of your choice. Make it a good one. Make it the Collision Center at McCurry Deck, located behind McCurry Deck Motors, Highway 74A, Forest City.
Now, it's time for your Atlanta Braves Morning Update.
Braves swept by the Mets on Sunday. I'm Kevin McAlpin, and your Braves Morning Update's coming up next.
Braves fans, save money and secure great seats to see the Braves' final season at Turner Field with a Kroger 4-game plan. Visit Braves.com/4game today.
Sunday afternoon, the Mets completed a 3-game series sweep of the Braves, taking the finale by a score of 3-2 at Turner Field. New York got a run in the top of the first as Curtis Granderson scored on a Michael Conforto sac fly. Then in the bottom of the fifth, with a runner on and 2 out, Nick Markakis would tie it with an RBI single to right. But Conforto would deliver once again in the top of the sixth with an RBI ground rule double over the head of Nick Markakis. That would end the afternoon for Aaron Blair, as he was responsible for 3 runs on 6 hits over 5 1/3 in his major league debut. Afterwards, Blair said despite the end result, he's pleased with his performance.
Going out there, giving your team a chance to win, it's always, the goal, but,
there's some things that I need to work on, and hopefully next outing will be a little bit better.
Braves would go on to get one back in the bottom of the ninth as Kelly Johnson scored on a 2-out RBI single from Jeff Francoeur. Braves now turn their attention to the Red Sox, who come to town for a brief 2-game interleague series that starts tonight as Julio Teheran squares off against Rick Porcello. Hear the game live from Turner Field right here on the Braves Radio Network at 7:10 p.m. Eastern. With the Braves, I'm Kevin McAlpin for the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Compassion, commitment, and professionalism. These are the qualities family members need at a time of sorrow. That's why families in Rutherford County turn to Harrelson Funeral Home. The professional staff at Harrelson Funeral Home in Forest City understands your sadness, your loneliness, and your need for guidance. You'll know when you turn to Harrelson Funeral Home that your deepest concerns will be felt. You need someone to listen and guide you through the process of planning a funeral. That's why you need Harrelson Funeral Home. To make it easier on you at that difficult time, plan early for services you'll want for your loved ones. Call Harrelson Funeral Home today. That phone number is 657-6383. See why Harrelson Funeral Home is the choice for you. 1251 Highway 221A, Forest City.
We should see lots of sunshine around the area today with a few fair weather clouds at times. It'll be warmer and a little more humid than yesterday with highs in the upper 70s and lower 80s. Overnight tonight, we'll call it mostly clear and mild. We'll look for a light southwesterly wind. Lows overnight will drop into the mid to upper 50s. Then on Tuesday, look for a mix of sun and clouds. We'll have a slight chance of a shower or two later in the day, mainly in northernmost parts of the state. Highs tomorrow about 79 to 84. I'm meteorologist Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
We're off to a great start with sunny weather this morning. It's 57 right now, going up to about 81 for a daytime high. We'll have some wind gusts about 19 miles per hour today. Rain coming in our forecast tomorrow with a 20% chance, 20% again on Wednesday, and jumping up to 50-50 on Thursday. And on Friday, back to 20%. Saturday, 20% chance. And on Sunday, 20% chance of rain. Right now, 57 degrees and sunny skies. Well, just a little heads up. Coming up, WCAB is going to be on the move. We have a live remote broadcast Friday, May the 6th. That'll be a week from Friday from 3 until 5 at Jay's Discount Grocery. It's Customer Appreciation Day celebration. You can enjoy savings, free food, giveaways, and much, much more. They're located on Oak Street in Forest City behind Hospice Resale Store. We'll see you there at Jay's on Friday, May 6th. And then on Saturday, May 7th, we'll be broadcasting live during the Mayfest in downtown Rutherford. We'll kick off the festivities at 10 a.m., and you can enjoy great food, vendors, fun, music, and hope to see you there as well. 2 big days of live remote broadcast as we bring in springtime and summer-like weather for the weekend. So we hope you'll make your plans to come out and about and be there with us. So more fun when you're there. Let's look at today's history, see what happened. If you remember the romantic poet Lord Byron, many of you had to read his stuff in school, I bet you. On April 25th, 1816, romantic poet Lord Byron, beset by financial problems and personal turmoil, including a failed marriage, left native England at age 28, never to return. And Byron died 8 years later in Greece. Died young man. Maybe a broken heart and broken finances. 1792, highwayman Nicolas Jacques Pelletier became the first person under French law to be executed by the guillotine. 1862, during the Civil War, a Union fleet commanded by Flag Officer David G. Farragut captured the city of New Orleans. 1901, New York Governor Benjamin Barker Odell Jr. signed an automobile registration bill which imposed a 15-mile-per-hour speed limit on highways. Can you imagine? 15-mile-per-hour speed limit. 1944, the United Negro College Fund was founded. 1945, during World War II, U.S. and Soviet forces linked up on the Elbe River, a meeting that dramatized the collapse of Nazi Germany's defenses. Delegates from some 50 countries gathered in San Francisco to organize the United Nations. 1959, the St. Lawrence Seaway opened to shipping. On this date in 1983, a 10-year-old Samantha Smith of Manchester, Maine, received a reply from Soviet leader Yuri V. Amprov to a letter she had written expressing concern about possible nuclear war. And Provof reassured Samantha that the Soviet Union did not want war, and he invited her to visit his country. a trip Samantha made in July. On this date in 1990, the Hubble Space Telescope was deployed in orbit from the Space Shuttle Discovery. It was discovered that the telescope's primary mirror was flawed, requiring the installation of corrective components to achieve optimal focus. So a lot of things have gone on in space since that first day the rockets went up. Well, they've done a score in effectiveness for some of the lawmakers in our area. And Senator Ralph Heiss, Republican from Mitchell, who represents Rutherford County as well, he was ranked as the 6th most effective senator in North Carolina legislature. That's pretty good. Heiss represents the 47th city district encompassing Madison, McDowell, Mitchell, Polk, Rutherford, and Yancey counties. He co-chairs the Senate committees on health care, appropriations on health and human services, and information technology. In 2015, Heiss received Legislator of the Year awards from the North Carolina Nurses Association, Association of Rehabilitation Facilities, and Children's Advocacy Centers of North Carolina. The results of the biennial survey are based on responses from legislators, registered lobbyists, and journalists who cover state government. Respondents were asked to rate their colleagues' skills in guiding bills through committee and general knowledge and expertise in special fields and the respect they command from their peers. The new rankings are part of the report released recently by the North Carolina Center for Public Policy Research. The center is an independent, nonpartisan think tank in Raleigh, created in 1977 to evaluate state government programs and to study public policy issues facing North Carolina. And they also rank the legislators on their attendance and voting participation using official records for the General Assembly. Well, last year, the state Senate met 137 days. Senator Heiss missed 2 full days during that time, and he earned a score of 98.5%. It's pretty good record, Senator Heiss. Congratulations. Speaking of the legislators, they are going back to Raleigh here pretty soon. Matter of fact, they're probably there now, and they're going to start work in a legislative session that House Speaker Tim Moore says he hopes will focus on tax cuts, teacher raises, and economic development. But he also agrees there may be some hangover from the law the Republican-led General Assembly passed last month that limited men going into women's bathrooms. Moore, who is a Kings Mountain attorney, said he expects lawmakers will look at the anti-discrimination law that was passed to ensure that North Carolina residents can continue to file discrimination cases in state court. Some legal experts believe lawmakers wiped out such access to state court in the so-called bathroom bill that critics say went far beyond defining that people should base their choices of a bathroom on biological rather than gender identity. Moore said, "We believe that people have the right under the law that we passed. When we passed the bill that we did, we certainly did not intend to do that." Governor Pat McCrory has asked lawmakers to look at that area, and Moore said they will. However, he said the law could not change dramatically. So if you have any concern about whether or not they're going to change this bathroom bill, get in touch with them. Send them a letter, phone call, text message, or something. Let them know you do not want them to change the bathroom bill. You want the women and children protected in the women's room and the men and little boys protected in the boys' room. We don't want folks going in there unless they belong there. Another thing they're probably going to be looking at in this short session, the governor's budget proposal released last week would give teachers bigger pay raises than other state employees, with an average salary increase of 5% and a 3.5% one-time bonus weighted toward veteran teachers. Moore said last year the lawmakers did more for beginning teachers. This year, more experienced teachers need to see bigger gains pay. So that's what they'll be looking at. Moore said in addition to across-the-board pay raises for teachers, he would like to see lawmakers target higher pay hikes for hard-to-fill classroom positions, teaching science, technology, and math, and so forth. They're also going to be looking at taxes. While the governor's proposed budget did not include tax cuts, House and Senate leaders say they'll push a reduction in state income tax. what we're seeing is that when we cut taxes, we actually increase revenue. People's hard for the left to see that and believe that. When you cut taxes, you increase revenue. Moore said he'd like to see the standard deduction for personal income taxes increased by $500 from $15,500 to $16,000. The standard deduction is the base amount of income that the state does not tax unless the taxpayer chooses itemized deductions. So they got a lot on their agenda down there. Those three of the big issues to deal with, of course, and we hope indeed they keep their senses and keep their heads together and do the right thing for us. That's what we send them there to do, the right thing, and we don't expect them to go down there and mess around and do some weird stuff. Speaking of weird, a university, where was this? Rutgers, I believe. Yeah, Rutgers University put up dartboards in their student center, and on those dartboards they had crucifix there, Jesus hanging on the dartboard. Instead of the nails in his hands, he had darts, and instead of the spear in the side, they had darts. And after an outcry was raised by students, potential students, alumni, and the general public, Rutgers University has removed that piece of artwork from the campus library, if you can call it artwork. It's in the library, not the student center, if you call it artwork. The piece entitled Ventruvia Man featured Jesus hanging from a dartboard rather than a cross. Instead of nails, red darts were placed at his chest, hands, and feet, with blood dripping from the stab wounds. The report came from Campus Reform, which explains what it found. An alleged art display at Rutgers University featuring a figure of Jesus Christ on a dartboard with darts inserted where he was wounded on the cross is being held up as a contradiction to the school's professed commitment to diversity. The report says the image was posted by a former Rutgers student in a Facebook page, and they have since decided they'll take that down. Others disagreed, disgusting, describing offensive, said Oles Jimenez Castano. It's a public university, you're right, that's why I deserve to feel safe in my own school, that I pay thousands of dollars to attend just as much as anyone else in the school. Being tolerant of others means respecting everyone in your community. It's surprising that a state university would allow this, wrote Rutgers graduate Natalie Caruso. I asked them to take it down because I found it disrespectful, and they refused. How is this acceptable? Honestly, if this were Muhammad or some other religious figure, they would have been moved, have been an outrageous outcry. Not to mention, it wouldn't have been done in the first place. Well, of all places, Rutgers, I'm surprised. But anyway, that's the tone out there, folks. That's the tone. 48 minutes past 8 o'clock. I'll be back in just a moment. Folks, I'm happy to announce to you that Quick Lots half-price bargain store is back in town and open at the Tri-City Mall. After some restructuring, Quick Lots half-price bargain store is now specializing in name-brand small appliances and high-end toys and many other items at Quick Lots discount prices. Vacuums, coffee makers, humidifiers, microwaves, and so much more. And coming soon, a new electronics department featuring laptops, cell phones, computers, and more. Check out the Curiosity Center. Be great for students and collectors. Insects enclosed in glass. There's a frog, tarantula, butterfly, and a whole lot more. If you sell online or the flea market, you can buy in bulk at Quick Lots and make yourself a lot of money, and Samuel can give you instructions on how to make it more profitable. It's worth a stroll through. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 o'clock until 6 o'clock. Quick Lots half-price bargain store in the Tri-City Mall. Cardiac catheterization is a test to check your heart. This test uses a thin, flexible tube called a catheter that is inserted into the heart through blood vessels. The test can check blood flow in the coronary arteries, check blood flow and blood pressure in the chambers of the heart, find out how well the heart valve works, and check for defects in the way the wall of the heart moves. Sometimes this test may determine if a defect is present in the heart and how severe it is. Cardiac catheterization might also be used to help correct the defect. Did you know that Rutherford Regional Health System features 2 cardiologists on the medical staff? One of these specialists is even trained to primarily treat heart ailments in children. If you have questions about cardiac catheterizations, pacemakers, or any other procedure that can be performed at Rutherford Regional Health System, ask your doctor. If a procedure is needed, there's a good chance you can have it done right here at home. Visit myrutherfordregional.com for more information about cardiology services offered here in Rutherford County.
Hi, this is Angela with the Fountain at Smith's Drugs in downtown Forest City. Look for me in an upcoming issue of Our State magazine in which we will be featuring our specialty drinks. For example, a Pink Lady, Orangeade, a root beer float, or one of our old-fashioned milkshakes. All of these specialty drinks are available during our normal fountain hours of 7:30 to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday and Saturdays until 4. We now have extended hours from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, serving desserts, ice cream, or beverages only. The Fountain at Smith's Drugs of Forest City serves no alcoholic beverages. Come see me at the Fountain and check us out on Facebook.
Thanks very much, Angela. We'll do that. 50 minutes past 8 o'clock on our way toward 9 o'clock. Have you heard about this? Have you heard about what the governor up in Virginia has done? Governor Terry McLaughlin, he was a big wig with the Clinton administration. He's now the governor up there. He has signed an executive order, did this on Friday, restoring the voting rights of 206,000 ex-felons. The move coming into the presidential election year has outraged a lot of people who accused McLaughlin of abusing his power to help longtime ally Hillary Clinton with a battleground state by putting more likely Democratic voters on the book. 206,000 ex-felons, allowing them to register to vote. The governor's orders applies to all violent and nonviolent felons who had finished their sentence and supervised releases as of Friday, even those who have not applied for restoration of rights. Previous Virginia governors have restored rights on an individual basis, but none has done it for an entire category of offenders with one pen sweep. The order stopped short of creating automatic restoration of rights for all ex-offenders because McLaughlin, who will have to sign the similar orders on a monthly basis moving forward. Still, the order is a historic shift away from Virginia's policy of lifetime disenfranchisement for those convicted of serious crimes. Used to the real serious felon, they couldn't vote. They lost their privileges. McLaughlin said Friday from the steps of the state capitol, where a gospel choir warmed up a jubilant crowd, said, "We benefit from a more just and accountable government when we put trust in all our citizens to choose their leaders. It has taken Virginia many centuries, unfortunately, to learn this lesson, but today we celebrate its truth." The action, which comes just days after the General Assembly wrapped up the 2016 legislative session, has the potential to expand the state's voter rolls, currently estimated at about 5.4 million, by as much as 3.8%, and they're pretty confident they can talk these folks into voting for Hillary in the presidential race. That's what that's all about, folks. Don't let them kid you. All righty, we got so much more to talk about, but we have to get up and out of here now. Make room for some good country blend music with some top 40 stuff. We call it good blend here on the music segment of our show. I'll see you tomorrow morning. So long, everybody.
Crayley. There are different views on what will happen during the North Carolina General Assembly short session, which starts today. Some lawmakers believe House Bill 2 will be a focus, others don't. Some Democrats also want the law repealed. Senator Floyd B. McKissick of Durham.
The economic impacts have been significant and profound, and they're likely only to increase until we can correct this destructive action that we've taken.
Dallas Woodhouse with the NCGOP.